So you need 50 watts. I will. ये आप ये रहेगा 50 फीट आप बनाओगे, आपको 50 वाले को भी देना पड़ेगा।
Hello, good evening. Good evening, Shrivanshi. Good evening, Surya. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes and then we will start.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Good evening, good evening. Right now 3 people are here. Let's wait for 2-3 more minutes. Let everybody join. Okay. Good evening, Rakesh. It's 4:03, so we can wait for 2 more minutes. We will start at 4:05. I think that will be fine. Hi Mayank, good evening. Okay. Hello Ankit, good evening. Hi Sohan. Okay. I guess we are ready to start. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Okay, then we can start, I guess. Okay. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Tan90's YouTube Live. Good evening to all of you. And today we are here with another exciting and very creative model kind of structure, or you can say circuit. So it is based on clap sound. So we will come to that. Okay, so today we are going to make a circuit which is based out of electronics, and the you can say the feature of this circuit is actually when you will clap, at that time a LED will actually glow up. Okay, so I have already shared the material list, whatever is required to make the model. So we are ready to start. I will first show you the circuit diagram, and based out of the circuit diagram we will make the connections. Okay, so let's start. Just give me 1 minute so that I can change my camera, and from backside I can show you the steps. Okay, I guess you can see my workstation. So first of all, let's see the circuit diagram. Okay, can you see this? So here we have used different components. So here are two BC547 transistors. This is a mic. This is a mic. This is a capacitor of 100 microfarad. We have used one LED. So here I am actually using a multicolor LED. Here are the resistors of different values. This is 220 ohm, this is 10 kilo ohm, 1 mega ohm, and 2 k. And battery clips will be required, and some connecting wires. Okay, so let's see. So this is our mic. So if you can see this mic, you can get it from your mobile shop or maybe some electronic shop. There are different resistors. So since I don't have a 1 mega ohm resistor, so what I will do, I will connect these three 0.33 mega ohm resistors in series. Okay, similarly I don't have a 2 kilo ohm resistor, so I will join these 1 kilo ohm resistors in series to make 2 kilo ohm. Okay, so let's keep everything aside first, and we will start with the mic. Since it has two pins but none of the pin has any of the wire, so I will connect wires first to it. So you can see there are two pins, correct? Okay, so this part which has some lines over here this is the negative end. Okay, and that one is, this side one is the positive end, negative end and positive. So I will take one red and small wire. Okay, so this is the positive end. I will just wrap around the wire. Similarly I will take one black wire. I will wrap around the black wire. Okay, now these wire connections are loose, so I will do a little bit of soldering to make it secure. Now I can see some of the wires are actually touching each other. So with the help of plier or something, I am going to cut the middle connection and make them separate like this. Okay, one more time. Okay, so they are separate. No, okay, one more time. Yeah, Now these pins are separated. Okay, I will peel the other ends of the wires. So these wires are very soft, we can peel it with the fingers, but some of the wires are tight, there we have to use the wire cutter. Okay, this connection is done. Now I will go with the transistors. So this is a BC547 transistor, which is an NPN one. So this is the collector, this is the base, and this is the emitter. I will take the other transistor as well, the same sequence here as well. This is the collector, this is the base, and this is the emitter. Okay, what I have to do, I have to connect the collector part of first transistor to the base of the second one. Okay, also since these both transistors are NPN, so I have to make sure that this part and this part gets negative connection from the battery or the power source. So I am going to solder it like this. Okay, so let me just bend this leg a little. Okay, let's solder them together. Okay, one more time. Now this is solid. Okay, let's take one small resistor of 220 ohm value. So where is it? I have to find it. Okay. Okay, so this has a bigger leg, so what I will do, I will cut short the portion a little from both ends. I have to solder one end of this resistor with the collector of the second transistor, and with the other leg of the resistor I have to solder the negative end of the LED. Okay, so let's do it. So you can see the connection will ultimately look like this. Okay, so let's make the connections. Okay, now you can see this is perfectly soldered. Now this part, the base of the second transistor, I have to solder it with the 10 kilo ohm resistor. So you can see in the circuit diagram we have completed the soldering part of collector and the base of the second transistor. Resistor part is complete, LED is connected. So now we have to connect this collector part, or you can say this joint, to the 10 kilo ohm resistor. So this is the 10 kilo ohm resistor, the same thing. So here I will keep the entire length because it will become parallel and it will be good to see like this kind of connection. So I will join it here. Okay, this portion is done. This is tight and solid. Now with the base of the second transistor, see the circuit diagram, the base of the second transistor, we have to connect it with 1 mega ohm resistor. So I have already told we don't have a 1 mega ohm resistor. So what I will do, I will connect these 0.33 mega ohm, or you can say 330 kilo ohm resistors in series like this. So this will become 0.33, 0.33 and 0.33. So it will be close to 0.99 or 1 mega ohm. So I will cut the extra portion. The idea is I will make sure that this length is also equal to the same, this one. Okay. Now we have to solder them one by after the other in series. This is tough and solid. We have to with the base of the first. Okay, let me pause here for few seconds. If you guys are also doing it, please come to this point so that we can continue and we are on the same page. Okay, now let's see. So if you see the circuit, we have connected the transistors, the LED, 10 kilo ohm resistor and 220 ohm resistor, and also 1 mega ohm resistor, correct? Now we are left with 2 kilo ohm, but here we have to connect it with the capacitor. So the negative end of the capacitor we have to again join with the base of the transistor, the first transistor. So we have to connect the negative part of the the capacitor over here, and the other leg of the same capacitor we go along with the 2 kilo ohm resistor. So since we don't have a 2 kilo ohm resistor, I will solder first 1 kilo ohm resistor together in series. Okay, so they will act as a 2 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, so again I will repeat the same step. I will cut the extra portion. Okay, let's solder them together like this. Okay. This is tight and solid. So the task is we have to solder the negative part of the capacitor and also the positive end. So how we are going to do it? If you see, this longer leg is positive and the shorter one is negative. So I am going to bend this portion. We have to solder it in this situation or in this arrangement. That would be a better word, correct? So like this we have to solder. Okay. Okay, so this is tight enough. The circuit is almost ready, but few more connections are left. Now we have to connect the mic. So how we are going to connect it? First, we need to connect the emitter part of both the transistors together. Along with this, we have to connect the negative wire of this mic to the same pins, either here or here. Okay, then the positive wire or the positive pin connection of this mic will get attached to the capacitor's positive leg. So here if you see this leg we have to connect here, this wire will go there. Okay, so let's make the connections accordingly. And also I have already told key we have to make connections in between the emitter part of both the transistor. So let's start with connecting both the transistors first. I will take a small wire and I will make the connection. So I am going to wrap this wire around this pin and the second side also, like this. Okay. This is ready. We have to make connection here, so I'm going to attach it to this pin, and again I have to solder it. One more time we have to solder it because this wire, so it is a joint point. Okay, we have connected both the emitter end of the transistors. We have made connection with the mic. So now one connection is left, which is coming from the battery. So instead of battery, since this we are going to connect this to the battery, so this black wire we have to solder it. So I will use some logic. I'll connect both the black wires together and ultimately join them to the emitter end. Okay, I'm going to connect both the wires, and ultimately we have to solder it here. So I will wrap around the wires like this. Okay, now we have to make the connections. Let's do it one more time. This is the mic. Okay, we have to connect the other end here. So we'll peel a little more wire. I will smudge them together like this and then make the connection. Okay, now we are left with the positive end of the battery clip. Okay, and we have multiple pins over here. So we have to do what? We have to connect all these pins together, and ultimately we have to connect it with the positive leg or the positive wire of the battery clip. So I will take one long red wire. I'll first make the connection with the positive leg of the LED. So I will wrap it around like this. Then I will break this wire from the middle so that only the metallic part gets out, I have to connect it like this. Solder it so that it becomes solid and doesn't move. Same thing here as well. Okay, so I have to make connection here. So one more connection we have to join. This is solid. Last soldering we have to do, we have to make these two wires get connected. That's it. So I will peel off the wire. Okay, okay, so our circuit is ready. Let's just match them together with the circuit diagram. So first, transistors are connected in the same manner. This is 2 kilo ohm resistor, this is 1 mega ohm resistor, this is 1 kilo ohm resistor, sorry 10 kilo ohm resistor, and this is 220 ohm resistor. 220 ohm resistor, one part is to the LED, the other part to the second collector of the transistor. The LED, the resistor, the 1 mega ohm resistor and the 2 kilo ohm resistor all are getting connection from the positive end of the battery. Last, mic is getting power from the capacitor and the other leg is going to the collector part, sorry emitter part of the first transistor. Both the emitter part are connected together to the negative wire. Correct? This connection we already have checked, so let's check the circuit. Okay, so if I snap, can you see? So this is okay. So whenever I will create any sound like anything, or even if I blow, the sound that it creates, it actually triggers the switch. So here this mic is acting as a switch. Okay, even if I do this, okay, so what is happening over here is this mic is actually converting the sound signal electrical one. Okay, but this signal is very weak, that's why we are using a transistor. So here both the transistors are operating for different functions. The first transistor is amplifying the signal that is obtained by the mic, and the second transistor is acting as a switch, so that whenever this transistor is getting power from this one, this opens up the gate and the entire circuit is complete and this is working. Okay, so here this one is acting as amplifier and this is acting as a switch. Okay, now if you see, we have already used a capacitor. So this capacitor is actually storing or retaining the charge at first and then releasing it, because if you see, this LED is working for sometimes like 1 second or something. At that time it is getting or absorbing the current from this capacitor. because this switch or the mic is creating signal or forwarding the signal or small uh, current for a very small time. Now the switch is off, but now it is on. What do you think? How is this activity? Do you think people will enjoy it making? Thank Thank you, Alok. I guess you people have seen this one. Thank you, Manish. Okay, so let's come to the explanation part a little more. Let me just change the camera again. Okay, so here what is happening is first transistor is taking up the signal from the mic, okay, and it is converting it to the electrical signal, but this is very small, so we need amplification. That's why we are using the first transistor. Okay, the first transistor actually sends signal to the second one, and the second one acts as a switch. In between that, the capacitor actually is functioning as a small battery for backup supply, you can say. So here the scenario is like that ki we are giving a very small whisper to the transistor, and the transistor is actually amplifying it like a sound box. I guess this is the correct terminology I am relating it to. Okay, so here in this activity we are seeing both the functions of a transistor in a practical way. I guess you will enjoy this while working with students, and please take a screenshot of this circuit diagram so that you can also make it with the students, with some other people. Correct. I'm just keeping it a little back. Okay, so if you have any doubt or anything else, you can just type in. I'll try to answer. No doubt. Thank you, Manish. Yeah, sure, you can try it with the students and they will also enjoy it, because you can remember this one like the Thanos wala scene, no? In Avengers. Okay, no questions? Okay, so the reason for using two transistors in this circuit is we need amplification, and also we want a switch to be operated here. Buzzer in place of LED. Definitely we can use, but we have to make sure that the second uh, the speaker or the buzzer is actually of the same value of the LED. Like I have used here 0.7 volt LED. So make sure that is also of that range. If required, you can also remove the 220 ohm resistor. This 220 ohm resistor you can reduce so that you get a better voltage over here. This one is here for to protect the LED. Correct. Coming to your question, Rakesh, we have used two transistors, one for amplification and the other one for the switch part. Okay. Sorry, that question was from Manish. Okay, done. Any other question or doubt? I guess no. So thank you, Manish. Okay, so I guess we should go ahead. Okay, So I hope you have enjoyed learning about this electronic circuit. You will also create these, you should also create these kinds of circuits and also share with us at Tan90 page on Instagram and on LinkedIn as well. So keep exploring, keep learning, and stay tuned with Tan90. I'm ending this YouTube live, but before that, I already have made this circuit. So if you see, here is the mic and here is the LED. I have fitted everything inside this box. So if I connect the battery, you can see, or the same sequence. Cool, no? Okay. Any Surya, very nice question at the end. So any application of this project? I guess we can install this project at our home. So whenever we will step in, the mic can actually sense our sound and some of the lights can actually glow up. So it will be very useful if somebody is coming back to home and seeing this kind of technology after a frustrating or a very busy day. I guess that will be a very useful part. True, Surya? Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed learning with us, creating this electronic circuit. Let's meet next time with something more crazy, and keep learning, keep exploring. Bye from Raj. I'm ending this tube live. Okay.